Welcome back. It's Super Saturday in the HART Sapphire Series for 2021, Round 9, coming to you live from Nissan Arena. We've got some of the best netball today, 4 games across 2 venues. And my name is Dave Mills, joined in commentary by former Australian men's captain and a Queensland men's coach, Gary Passion. Welcome to the coverage, mate. First up, Jets v Thunder, your old club Thunder. Looking forward to this one?
Yeah, I am. Thanks, Millsy. Yeah, look, should be a great game, and Thunder have had a bit of a rough season as such, and Jets are looking very strong. So, yeah, looking forward to see how both teams handle it.
Well, it was about this stage last year where you guys turned it around when you were the coach there, and you went on this massive run, and you're probably the form side going into the final. So Thunder will be looking to do more of the same. This is second versus fourth. So the Thunder have been in the top 4 all season. The Bull Sharks just tapped into their top 4 briefly for a week, and then they've dropped out. So they'll be hoping that the Thunder get thrashed today and that they have a big win themselves to get themselves back into the top 4. So we'll start with the lineups. They're coming up very shortly. We'll start with the Jets. It's a home game for the Jets. We've got Charlie Bell kicking off at shooter. Cheryl Friday, who's been in exquisite form at GA. Brooke Hams is the wing attack. The captain and centre, Stephanie O'Brien. McKeely Hock is the wing defence. Siobhan Schuler, the other captain, and she's GD with Bridie Condren at the keeper. That leaves a bench of Abigail Houston, Caitlin Pollock, and Lily Cubby. Coached by Tracy Jeans-Fraser, assistant Nicole Grant, and Ashley Pollock is the manager. Well, you know the Thunder, brother. You want to call them out?
Sure, why not? Starting at goal shooter is Chloe Bingham. Goal attack, Annie Laurie. We've got Amy Metcalf at wing attack. Monique French at centre. Chloe Litherland at wing defence. Sienna Allen goal defence. Ashley Barnett keeper. And on the bench for them is Georgia Hernan, Lily McClure, Brianna Martin, and coached by Jessica Whitford.
Speaking of the Thunder, completely different team to what was programmed. They've changed the entire mid-third. They all swapped, and the 2 defenders swapped. Only the shooters stayed the same. Yeah,
look, I don't know if that's some gamesmanship there from Thunder or if it's just some last-minute changes, but it's not too uncommon, so I'm sure they know what they're doing.
So we're about 2.5 out from the start of play. We'll talk about the umpires. Some of the best, Jessica Lakeman and Claire Johnson are doing this one, and Nicola Stevens is the sub. Jets there just warming up there in the green, and we don't know the toss yet, so I can't tell you which way they'll be going. Gary, what are your thoughts on this one? Like Thunder, they won the first 3. I was looking for Sportsbet to try and get a bet on, and they sort of won and 4 since then.
Yeah, look, I think they've still got potential to finish the season strong. They've had some disruptions with players being called up and injuries in the last few weeks. So they've been searching for some depth. Chloe Bingham's now back from an injury that she had that kept her out of the first part of the season. So give her some time under her belt, and hopefully they'll be able to put a good show on today and for the rest of the season.
And the Jets 7-1. The only game they dropped was to the Cougars, round 3. Didn't look their best, but since then they've been good.
Yeah, look, they've always been a dangerous team, but I think this year they're clicking. They've got some really good experience there, and a couple of young guns who we know are probably starting on the bench today, but are putting a lot of pressure on that starting 7, and I think we'll see them out there today as well.
So USQ Jets 119 competition points, USC Thunder 71. So there's a bit of a gap there, but the important one is that the Jets are 18 behind the Cougars, and there's 18 points up for grab, guys.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting. They'll be fighting for every one of those today. So, obviously Thunder will be putting up a good fight, but Jets have got a few things to work for here today.
So we're just about a minute away from the start of the match, and before we get underway, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this great game is taking place, the Turrbal and the Jagera people, and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching today. So Gaz, what do you reckon? What's your tip?
Look, probably my heart would like to say Thunder, and I hope they put a good performance, but I'd say USQ Jets will be probably too strong for them today.
Head-to-head, the Jets have played and Thunder have played each other 6 times, and it's 6-0 to the Jets. Last week, the Jets 60 defeated the Wildcats 36, and the Thunder only scored 43, lost to Q2 62. So that's the form coming in. The last time these 2 teams played was back in round 4, which was on May 8. Jets 52-45, and that game was tied at 44 all.
Yep.
2 injuries to the shooters for the Thunder.
In the last part of the game
last,
too, yeah.
3 or 4 minutes, and that's when the Jets got their run on. So the ball is with the Thunder side, gets us underway. Looks like Annabelle Laurie will have the first shot. No, she doesn't. Passes off. Probably a safer option. And another pass back to Laurie.
Trades that. Yeah.
Well, they got it nice and close, and they get the first goal. Good start to the Thunder there, Gaz.
Yeah, look, getting that first centre pass is always important, and they've done well there, and now time for defence for them. But Jets will certainly be trying to do the same here.
So ball back with Beryl Friday at the moment. The Thunder defence slowing it down at the moment. Steph O'Brien with it, looks in, fires it across to Hams. And something will probably say a lot. It gets into Charlie Bell. And Bell will take the shot.
Yeah, Bell's looking stronger and stronger in that position. She's probably got to add a little bit of versatility to her game as she, progresses through here. But right now, she's a great target, and they use her well.
Coming into this one, Gaz, 239 out of 284 at a percentage of 84.15. She's the leading scorer by volume by some 41 goals. So that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. See what I did there, Gaz?
I like that.
Speaks volumes for them.
Already with them.
It's going to be a long 3 games, Gary. So it falls to Laurie. She has her for a second shot and misses on this occasion.
Yeah, that's her range there, but obviously just settling into it and plays the smart option there from the shooter-to-shooter pass onto Bingham.
So Bingham's a big in for these guys. She's only come back in the recent weeks, had the finger injury, kept her out for a little while. Made it look like she might not make the 19s there for a while, but you guys showed faith in her, and Bob's your uncle. She's in the 19s, yeah?
Yeah, look, she's had a good turnaround, and she's deserved that. And as I said, it looked like injury is going to keep her out, but she recovered really well from that and has had some good performances while the time she's been out there. So, yeah, congratulations to her. And also joining her from the Thunder is, where is she? She is at on-court, is she not? Yeah, she's in goalkeeper there.
Yep. Barnett.
Sorry, yeah, Ash Barnett, yeah, as well. And there's a couple of representatives from Jets as well. Lily Cubby and Abby Houston, who I believe are on the bench at the moment, but as I said, I'm sure we will see them soon.
And we call it the 19s. That's, of course, the Queensland 19 side, but goes away not too far away, yeah?
That's right, yes, into underage nationals, and the 17s has been selected as well. So Queensland have got a couple of good, really strong teams there to take away, and great experience for them after missing out on a nationals last year.
I've been there, my friend.
Yes, I know.
we know about that. So the ball back with the Jets through the turnover. It'll be the co-captain getting us underway. And Shulaw gets it to Hams, fires it across to the other captain, and that is O'Brien. She can't pull it in. Steph O'Brien, of course, now she's playing a bit of AFL. She's going to draft school. She might get a professional contract. How exciting is that?
Yeah, really exciting.
Bad for netball, great for her.
Oh, she's a great athlete, no doubt. And there's a few of these athletes throughout the league who are dual athletes, if you like. So, well done to her. It must be hard to juggle that. But
yeah, good luck to her. I'll be watching that with bated breath. I hope she gets a professional contract. Yeah. And the way the season is, she could probably knock out the AFLW and then come back and play this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If, it'd be a different pre-season. She might come back, picking up heavy things and stuff, So there she is there. O'Brien with it now. Finds Bell. Bell cops one for her troubles. But makes no mistake, Jets 3-2. We've played 3.5. And Jets just starting to do what Jets do, Gaz.
Yeah, look, they'll be looking to, build on this one here, especially after that turnover. Getting the next centre pass is important. I'm sure they drilled for that. Set up a good CPA there, centre pass attack move, and looking like they'll get a good ball delivered in to Beryl Friday here.
You got me there with the CPA. Well, it is tax time, so
yeah.
I'll talk off and see my accountant. So, and Beryl Friday, I said it the last couple of weeks in commentary, this is Beryl Friday Firebird form.
Yeah, she's in really good form. Perhaps there's maybe a question mark on her as she's swapped clubs this year and the start of the season, but obviously has really settled in well.
She seems happier, seems fitter.
That's exactly
to me,
right.
Just from an outsider looking in.
Yep.
And French with it now, finds Laurie.
Good movement there from Thunder goalers. Couldn't quite finish that though.
A missed shot there, and Bingham can't pull it in. A few danger signs here for the Thunder. They got the first two pretty quickly, but haven't scored since.
Yeah, look, against most teams, you could probably get away with it early, but geez, Jets are going to be very dangerous in any part of the game. So give them a few goals early could be, bad signs.
They don't mind a long pass there, the Jets. They get it into Friday now. She's with it. So, and
solid.
Shuggalugga. Yeah. 5-2. We haven't played quite 5, and the Jets starting to pull away from this one. And Hams looks straight in. This is 2 passes into the circle. Charlie Bell doesn't want to take it from there, but she gets it back in her spot. And you'd almost put your house on this one, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, you got it. You didn't do it.
I thought I was going to lose my house. So 6-2. It's 3-1 at the moment. The Jets over the Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder really looking for a settler here. They've dropped goal attack back. Looks like Georgia Hernan's on now. And
just struggling to get it off the line a little bit at the moment, off the centre pass, as that one sort of goes through Brodie Condren's legs.
Yeah, probably lucky to get the deflection off Jets there, Thunder work.
So French with it now. No options for her. Has to go. That'll be over a third.
Should have been.
That would have been over a third, but not called by the umpire. And Bingham gets the bonus goal, 6-3. And I have to say the Thunder got away with one there, Gaz.
I think so, yeah. They'll want to make the most of this. And the credit to Jets just getting on with things. And, you know, those things happen and you take them when you can.
So Jets 7-3. Of course, if you want to join us on the commentary, you can. HART Sapphire Series is the Facebook page. Drop us a line. Ask Gaz all things netball. Ask him all things men's netball. He's very big in the men's netball community as well. So by all means, have a chat to Gaz. And Thunder with it now. And of course, through the week, sapphireseries.com.au for all the news, views, interviews, ladder. Bingham drops another one. That's two she's dropped. That one with no pressure. So could the finger be hurting again?
Oh, look, it could be on her mind. I don't know if there'd be probably physical pain there, but certainly psychologically she's probably still getting used to, you know, the injury. She quite a scar on her, on her hand there. I've seen it, and a bit of surgery on that finger, so maybe that's on her mind.
So ball back with the Jets. They're in the green going left to right of your screen, and they're leading 7-3. Friday with it now. She'll probably take this one just inside the super range. No, passes off.
Good work from Allen there. It's interesting. I think Thunder defenders are quite happy to give that front ball, the front pass, and, you know, wanting to get the hold over the shot, but I don't know if it's quite working for them at the moment.
Probably not the best tactic to be caught behind against those two shooters.
Yeah, I mean, I understand they're trying to, you know, defend that high ball to Bell especially, but she's fairly confident in getting that front ball and dangerous anyway.
So, and
there we see there now, actually, Ash Barnett getting around in front. Yeah.
So probably master words from the super coach there. Telling her to get to the front. She did. She gets it, but unfortunately they turn it over again through Bell. Brilliant intercept from her. Of course, Charlie Bell joining me in commentary for the next one, QUT versus the Tigers. Charlie Bell will be beside me. And at 7, we've got Cougars taking on Wildcats. So, a great shot there. And Charlie Bell gets them down to 9. Margin of 6 when you've only played 8, Gaz. That's a danger sign, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. It's certainly not what Thunder would want. They've just got to focus on each... I was going to say each centre pass there, but now I've coughed up another one. So they've really got to get back, forget the overall score here, and just you know, find their game plan and try to get consistency.
Flash of bodies there. Barnett's gone down,
slow to get up to
grabbed the knee, but she's okay. The game goes on, and Bell takes the shot, 10-3, difference of 7. So 6:44 to go in the first.
Thunder might be thinking about using a timeout here, but they've only got one per half, so.
You reckon you'd burn it now?
It's looking like you'd be close to thinking about it for sure.
I thought about burning mine pretty early on today.
yeah.
Of course, men's state of origin this morning. Queensland shock losers by 1, 41-40. So
close game though, and looking forward to the next two as well.
Yeah, it was good. We had some great numbers, which is fantastic. Thank you for your support. And don't forget, just after the Sapphire Series finishes, change Facebook pages. Go to the Queensland Suns men's and mixed, and you can watch game 2 tonight. From about 8:35, we reckon, by the time we clear the court out. So Charlie Bell called for the push-off on that one. Lucky because the margin's 8.
Yeah, they really need to
settle here.
See some Brianna Martin is on at wing defence now. She's from the Ruby team.
Laurie back to GA.
Yep.
So I like Laurie at shooter, but I guess if you've got Bingham out there, that's your shooter spot covered.
Yeah, I'd say so. And you know, Laurie's worked really hard on getting a full 60 minutes at goal attack. I think she's just about there, so we'll see if that's what they need to do today, although, as I said, she's already had a bit of a break.
So a short shot there, hits the front of the ring, and 11-3. Jets with it in control at the moment. It'll take a fair Mizuno momentum shift here to win this quarter for the Thunder.
Well, there's a rare error there from Beryl Friday, so maybe that's what Thunder need.
So Friday's still with that knee heavily strapped from the Strap It company. And, but it's just a security thing. She tells me there's nothing wrong with the knee, and it's to prevent swelling. So they need this goal here. Bingham gets it. So 11-4.
There's a strength there for Chloe Bingham. She's obviously a great target on the post, tall there, and a great holding shooter, but can also shoot well from outside. Very steady on a shot.
So
we'll see if Charlie Bell can answer that. Great rebound, though.
Misses, but gets her own rebound. So sometimes it's the first person to know you're going to miss is the shooter. And as a result, she was able to get that rebound quite well. 12-4. Oh, that was just got to Metcalf. French finds Laurie on the base. She needs this and gets it. So they're starting to click now a little bit, the Thunder, yeah?
Yeah, that's all they've got to do for now. Like, not try to worry about, closing the full 7 goals straight away. Just make sure they solidify themselves. But look at that attack work from Jets there. That's great rebound though. But
the transition was beautiful from the centre pass, rather.
For sure.
So what do you call it? CPA was magnificent.
Great half-court attack there. Yeah.
Oh, and they throw it away here, and it goes out. Hock lets it go over the side. So McKeely, Hock, and just watch that one go out. As Condren will get us going with, it's an over a third. I thought it was going to be a sideline throw, but it's an over a third pass instead. So fair error rate here for the Thunder at the moment, Gary.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem for them. And if they can address that, certainly, that's their main thing, just to get back to those basics.
The supply pass there from O'Brien was like a golf ball through a hose, Gary. That was brilliant. She had a small target and took it well.
Yeah, she's excellent at that.
So Metcalf with it now, can't get it in. Condren just hanging off Bingham a little bit and then finds her as the pass is about to be delivered. Smart play from her. Laurie passes off. Bingham just needs this. They need to keep close, and they get it. So they're back to 7. 13 to 6.
Sorry, Dad. We've got Lily McClure on goal defence for Thunder. Another Ruby player who's coming on, helping out in their stocks, I believe. And here's a chance now for Thunder to try to grab this one in the next centre and get another 2 goals.
Friday nearly pocketed that one straight back. So long pass here from Littleland, and that's nice play. That is good transition by the Thunder. That's what we know and expect.
Yeah, great timing from the attack end there, and nice drop back from Chloe Bingham to finish that.
So that's a good shot there. Bingham sitting on 5 from 6 at 83% for this quarter. So she's the go-to girl for the Thunder at the moment. Hands in there from Hock. She thinks it's okay, and it's not. Back we go. So I think Hock's out of play. Nope, it's Sherlaw. So French can't find anyone. Eventually finds Bingham. And, a little step there. Maybe not.
Yeah, hopped into it, I think. Nice shot there.
So margin back to 5 was as much as 8. So the Thunder are responding well, 13 to 8.
Yeah, they're just going to make sure they stay in touch for the rest of this quarter here, last couple of minutes.
Probably won't win the quarter, Gary. 5 too much with 2 to go.
Probably too much at the moment, but again, probably not right in their mind. Their mind is just to make sure they're defending well here, try to get themselves the next centre pass and stay in touch.
So Friday, with the fancy footwork, gets it nice and close to the hoop. Scores the goal, 14 to 8, margin 6. Need a strong finish here from the Thunder. Laurie pushes through 2. Double teamed off the centre pass. French with it now, has to go back.
You see, Jets are trying the double team back on Bingham at the moment. Danger with that is you give, someone like Laurie some free rein out there, and she makes the most of it.
So Laurie scores again, and margin is 5. We're inside the last 2 minutes. And Annabelle Laurie coming into this one, 140 out of 186 shots. That's 75%. That's not bad for goal attack, and pretty good volume.
Yeah, definitely. She'd probably be aiming, I guess her standard percentage is a little higher than that, but certainly the work she does outside is, worth another 5% anyway.
So Chloe Bingham only paid, if you total up, it's probably about 3 matches, because she was a progressive back, and she came into this game, just lost it. How embarrassing is that? 101 out of 125 coming into this one. Sorry, that was her sister Josephine. I don't have, there's Chloe. 79 out of 104.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And there you go. You know the sister's stats as well.
That's right.
So French with it now. Fires it in, finds
nice,
Laurie.
Yeah, nice confident pass there.
So Laurie.
Another turnover there for Thunder, and probably a little lucky to get away with that down there, but some great pressure from Ash Barnett caused that turnover.
So back to 4. They're fighting hard here. Remember, it was as much as 8. So if they score here and don't leave enough time for the Jets to get another one, that'll be a pretty positive result coming into quarter time. Hock says, Bridie Condren says, no, I'll take that. Now, the Jets have got a chance to score another one.
Plenty of time
have
left.
to go long. We're inside the last 5 seconds. Hams will go long. That's her way she plays. And Charlie Bell fires and scores, and I think the goal will count. 16-11. Great end of the first quarter there for the Jets. What do you think of that, Gary Passion?
Yeah, look, I think Jets very strong in there, over their 15 goals, and they will be aiming for that per quarter. And, Thunder steadied themselves well, made a little fight back there. Couldn't quite finish in the end, but should be interesting for the rest of the game.
So that's quarter 1 of 16 that we're covering today. We're 1/16 of the way there, Gary, and we're going to see what happens in the second quarter when we come back from these brief messages from our sponsors. Welcome back, HART Sapphire Series 2021, round 9. We're certainly rattling through the rounds, Gary Passion. And today we start with USQ Jets 7-1, taking on the USC Thunder 4-4. Was all Jets for a little bit there, then Thunder fought back, and now Jets by 5. Gary, got some stats for us?
Yeah, look, I think Jets will be reasonably happy with their centre pass conversion up at around 85%. It was at 90% at one point through there. They'll be happy that, USC Thunder a little bit lower than that at around about 80% or 79%, I think it is. But what really telling there is turnover conversion. Jets at 70%, Thunder only at 43%. So, they're going to work hard to try to get as many turnovers as they can. It's going to be tough against the Jets, but they certainly need to convert more than 43%.
So you've coached this level. You're there the last 2 years. So what is a good number for that? I know what I like in men's. What do you like in that number there for this level of netball? What do you like?
For turnover conversion?
Yeah, turnover conversion.
Yeah, you'd certainly be wanting to be up to the 70-80% where Jets are right now at the least.
So 7 out of every 10 turnovers, you get a goal for
Definitely,
it.
that's counting on the turnovers being back in that goal third. So you're looking at a full court transition there, and around about that 70-80, if not higher, is definitely where you want to be.
So, like we say, round 9 in the HART Sapphire Series. HART Sports, of course, our principal sponsor. Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin and Powerade. Drink a lot of that these days. They're our major partners. Bondi Vite and Strap It. Bondi Vite keeps me healthy, Gary, and they are our official partners. The pitches today being brought to you by a broadcaster, Double Take Sport, the best in the business. So 16-11, second quarter. Will there be some changes, you think, big fella?
Look at I'm not sure. There may be, but with the use of the rolling subs, they'll be looking to probably go back to similar starting lineups here. I think we've seen Chloe Litherland make her entrance now onto the court for Thunder at wing defence. Chloe's coming back from injury, and I believe she's only probably allowed limited minutes for this game, so they've got her on here early.
They did tell me that, but they wouldn't tell me what those minutes were. Well, so you coaches, you keep it all to yourselves.
Look, if I had to make a guess, I'd say it'd be about half a game, but
30?
We'll see what happens, yeah.
So Laurie gets a quick intercept here. Thunder on a bit of a roll. The margin was 8, it's down to 5 now. If French scores here, it is the Thunder's next. And it falls to Bingham, shouldn't miss from here, and doesn't. Gary, it's game on all of a sudden. Yeah,
look, if Thunder can keep up that, that good little timing that they had and the linking between their goalers, they'll put some pressure on Jets.
16-12. Sorry, just having a sip there of the Mount Franklin. And, nice play here between Laurie and Bingham. Gary Passion punched me in the face. It's a margin of 3.
Look, a long way to go yet, but see how Jets respond on their first centre pass for this quarter.
So Friday gets it into Bell. Bell scores for the settler. The Mizuno momentum shift right there. And French with it now. You'd have to say the Thunder are struggling a little bit to get it off the line on the centre pass, the CPA.
Yeah, that's right. Look, Amy Metcalf's doing a reasonably good job there. She's probably a little inexperienced at this level at the wing attack position, but certainly a very solid player anyway. So see how she progresses through this.
So the Jets coming into this game averaging 55 goals a game. They are number 2 behind the Cougars at 68. The Thunder averaging 53, which is about 4th, if my maths is correct. The big thing is the defence. Thunder are conceding 52. The Jets only 43. The Jets actually have the best defence in the league. So they're doing a good job. And fun fact for you guys, the Jets have only used their 10 players. They haven't had to go outside the squad. They've been blessed with the injury gods and haven't had an injury. So everything's working pretty well for them. Tracy Jean's got the team humming along nicely. Yeah, well, they're going to hope that goes through the crucial part of the season as well and keeps going for them. So it's about round 9 where things start picking up, yeah? Yeah, generally. Depends on how the flow of the season's gone, but that's where you're really hoping you're in a good position. So Brookie Hams gets a magnificent intercept there. Read that one like the proverbial phone book and grabbed it. And phone books, Gary, they're the things that people used to look up. I don't worry, I remember them. For all our younger viewers, they were quite heavy and big. So that's a long shot there for Bell, but Charlie put enough pressure on the rebound to get that back. Normally doesn't shoot from out. Well, we got the super shot set up, so normally doesn't shoot from that far out, but did on that occasion, misses. The margin is only 2, so this is a pretty important goal to the Jets. Thunder working hard to come back. And Charlie Bell answers with a goal. And that's on, talking about that turnover conversion. That's a converted goal there from Jets off a turnover. And they'll need to back that up with their own centre pass now and build again. So the ball with Hams, she can't release it, gets caught for the held ball. And the increased defensive pressure by the Thunder is starting to reap dividends. Yeah, and we saw Beryl Friday there drop back into the circle and both goalers back in there. And that
you know, that's not a bad tactic if everyone's aware, but looks like probably didn't have enough movement outside for that.
So, is it the injection of Litherland and Wigan defence has made a difference?
Oh, definitely. She's a captain and dangerous player there, and she's a great attacking mid-court, but defensively she's got a lot of experience, and yeah, no surprise, some fresh legs there are going to help them.
Oh, long pass from Laurie, probably not on. Bingham couldn't pull it in. Hit the post, still with the Jets. Now they go long to Friday. That's how you do it, they're saying. And was that Barnett? Yes, got in there.
Tip out there, nice
work.
pressure. And she's doing better now, I think, moving around Bell and changing angles on her and confusing some space there.
Speaking of Litherland, 25th birthday through the week, my friend. I hope you wished her a happy birthday.
I did, yeah.
Stop it.
Unless
she would tell me you went to the party as well.
No. I'm a long way off 25th birthday parties these days.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, happy birthday to you, David Mills.
Allegedly, yeah. It's way
it's
past
a little
25.
bit over 25, I believe, but
yeah, way over.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, still look all right for an old dude. So.
No doubt.
If you believe that, you believe anything.
Well, as long as you believe it, mate.
Exactly. Just need some other females to believe it. So, speaking of females, Abigail Houston on the court. She's come on at GK, freshly named in the 19s as well, as you mentioned.
Yeah, look, exciting young player, great defender. Just a natural ability to hunt that ball. So we'll see what type of work she can do here for the Jets.
Last year down at the coast, she was good. This year she's like a different player. Tracy Jeans has put the fingerprints all over her.
Yeah, speaking of Tracy, and I don't think there's anything negative about the coast there, but I think she just clicked and felt in a good position with the Jets so far. So, sometimes it just needs a different perspective, and it can do different things for you.
Well, that's why we're getting in for the men's team tonight, buddy. I think they're sick of hearing my voice, so we're bringing you back.
I'm pretty sure they're sick of my voice as well, but I'm looking forward to being there and seeing if we can, go one better against the Blues today.
So, State of Origin Game 2, 8:35. Better than the State of Origin from the Rugby League, where we got thrashed on Wednesday night. We only lost by 1. So, unlike the Rugby League boys. I hope they catch back, Ricky, if you're listening. so the ball falls to Bingham, USC Thunder.
Yeah, Chloe Bingham's doing really well at the moment. Just moving to that top space and doing a drop back move, and they're finding her well as that target.
Thunder are 7-3 up this quarter. Friday falling out of court, does the Gretel Bletta shot and gets it in. 2018, boy, they needed that.
Yeah, and with that, we can see her come have a bit of a rest. And Lily Cubby, another under-19 selected player, coming on for the Jets at goal attack.
It's been shooting the lights out lately. Last week came on for only a short time. Hit 8 out of 8 in the second quarter when she came on. Pretty much the same time as this. So see if she can do the same.
Yeah, she's
Houston throws it long to Litherland, who bats it back.
That's smart work there from Chloe Litherland. Like, she could have gone into that and then, risk having a contact call or whatever, but just a little tap to her teammate.
The GA for Thunder has changed, Gaz.
Yeah, that's Georgia Hernan on now, I believe.
You did call that. My apologies.
Yeah, she's come on, coming back from injury in the last couple of weeks. She had an ankle injury against Jets, I think.
That was the game.
That's right.
She's been nursing it back since then. So great to have her back. She started the first 3 games like a house on fire. So, actually, I don't think she played the first one, but the next 2 were incredible. So I think we've got a timeout here. It looks like it's been called by the Jets. Tracy not happy with what she's seeing. Margin's only 3. It was 5 at quarter time. So the Thunder winning it by 2 at the moment. It's been a great turnaround, Gary Passion.
Yeah, look, they'll be really focusing on now trying to get this quarter win. Again, not worrying too much about that whole score, just working quarter by quarter, and they're on the right track at the moment, Thunder.
We're going to listen in. See if we can hear what's going on. What do you make of that, Super Coach?
Yeah, look, Tracy Jean's the phrase there. Obviously, she's focused first on her defensive end and her attackers specifically. She really wants them to put the work in down court and give their defending end a bit more time to have a crack at that ball. She's recognised that Thunder are going cross-court a bit, so she wants to put the pressure there. In an attack, she's asking them they need more than one lead. They need some movement down there, and that's probably a fair call, and see how they respond to that.
You said before, Chloe Bingham doing an okay job. She's 13 from 14, man. You're a hard marker.
No, look.
Doing a little bit more than okay.
I guess certainly for someone like Chloe, we kind of just expect that from her these days. But yeah, she certainly is doing a great job.
So another missed shot here to the Jets. 21-18 in favour of them. The quarter score 7-5 at the moment. 2 competition points going the way of the Thunder for this one. And French with it now.
Yeah, and with I think Jets trying to chase those full 18 points to get up to the Cougars there, I believe. Then they'll be looking to fight back in this one.
Looking forward to when the Cougars do play the Jets. I haven't looked that far ahead into the rounds, but I am looking forward to that game. Cougars next week play Tigers. Jets play a Mendy Rays, so it'll be round 11 or later. And that should be a great matchup because I think the Jets, when they got them in round 3, weren't at their best, and now they're really starting to fire.
Yeah, I mean, that's where they'll be pushing to get better and better each week towards the end of the season. And yeah, should be some interesting and great matchups by the end, especially from those two teams.
So corresponding game last year, the Jets beat them going into the finals, and then the Cougars responded and beat them twice in the final series. So 21-19 margin 2 here, 7:22 to play. Thunder looked like they were almost dead and buried early on. They were down by 8. And here they are now. It's a 1-point game, Gary Passion.
Yeah, really exciting for them, and they've worked hard. And as I said, they didn't have to, get that lead back in a hurry, but they certainly kept chipping away at it. And now the game is, on the balance basically.
Allegedly, our top fan is here, Kayla Gillard. So welcome. I didn't know you were our top fan, but we like to have some
self-appointed, but why not?
Yeah, exactly. So tell everyone I'm, going to Channel 9 next year, but or Fox, sorry. So 22-20. You got to fake it till you make it, Gary Passion.
Why not? Why not?
So the ball with the Thunder. They still with here. McClure. She's made a difference since she's come on now.
Oh yeah, I think so. Been steady there, and a different type of player. They had Sienna Allen on there. We might see come back at keeper at one point, but I think they've done a good work, full court pressure from Thunder to get themselves back here.
So Hernan gets a long one. Back to 1, 22-21. A turnover here makes it exciting. 6:12 to play. Jets not doing anything wrong, just Thunder playing a lot better, Gary.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good to show, they're using their depth there and rolling subs, especially like one of their better players out there, Annie Laurie's, not on there at the moment, and they're still able to, show this form. So that's exciting for them.
It's 10-7 quarter at the moment in favour of the Thunder. Just under 6 to play in the second quarter. It's been a great turn of events for them. And they just need to continue now, keep building into this, keep putting the pressure on the Jets. And we have
instruction there that Bridie wouldn't have liked to give away there, keep the pressure on them, but that's allowed Thunder to get better position here, and Chloe Bingham's pretty good at that range.
Pretty good. the
Again,
understatement of the year.
Very good, I should say.
She's 15 from 16. Turnover here. Jets can't convert off the CPA. And is that the right use of that?
That's
CPA.
right.
Oh,
well done.
Yeah,
well
I'm learning. So never too old to learn. And the ball back with Thunder now. Chance to tie it up at 23s. We've got just over 5 to play.
French doing some good work there, and nice vision in. Chloe Bingham again with that pop out.
She misses it, chases her on rebound, ripped out by Condren. I would have thought that was Bingham's ball, but was that Little?
That was Brianna Martin, actually.
Yeah. Come on, sorry, my apologies. So lovely, limited minutes. Yeah.
Lovely intercept from her, and couldn't quite get the ball back in play for Thunder though. So Jets now on the attack.
Long ball to Charlie Bell. Only Charlie Bell could have got that. Unfortunately, she fell out of court, put the ball on the ground. Not happy with the call, I don't think.
I think she maybe thought she got a little nudge there, but she's got to be stronger than that. She may have got a little nudge, but, it's not uncommon at this level.
To me, when she went up for it, she was moving her body towards the baseline. If she'd gone straight up, I think she would have been fine.
Yeah. And that's probably good credit there to Ash Barnett for putting that pressure all the way and contest the ball.
So, patience being shown here by the Thunder. The Jets playing a little bit of their box zone that they love. And Hernan gets it nice and close. She'll shoot from... No, she passes off sneakily. Gary Passion, 23 apiece. 4:05. What a comeback from the Thunder.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen that coming early in that first quarter, but credit to both these teams just to keep fighting here, and especially the Thunder, and just see if they can hang on now to a quality team like the Jets and see how they respond to it.
So Bingham with it, fires the top to Metcalf. So late change in the wing attack for her. Done a solid job. She's on one of the better defenders in Hock. Bingham steps in and pinch me. It's Thunder by 1.
Yeah, look,
Thunderbolts and Lightning, Gary. They are up by 1.
they're doing well, and look, Abby Houston's doing a pretty good job back there, but I think they might have to consider, you know, whether Condren's better to go back on Bingham, and whether they do any change with that.
So change here. Friday's gone to Shooter. Bell to the bench. Covey at GA, and the connection didn't work there. French will do well to catch that, and she does. So Monique French, very underrated player. I love Monique French. I coached her back in the day when we were at Lions, which was a long time ago. I haven't been there for years. And had oodles of talent then, and she's just got better with age.
Yeah, definitely. Very experienced, you know,
Yeah.
bringing that with her, and still, you know, amazing athlete. Very fit out there, and running easily at centre at the moment.
So Caitlin Pollock's on at wing defence for the Jets as well. Speaking of birthdays, she had a birthday. She says she doesn't mind me telling everyone she's 32, so long as I say she looks 21. So there you go. So a great, lots of birthdays this week. And the ball back with
See Laurie now back on at GA.
Yeah, nice change. The change is coming thick and fast.
She seems a bit more reluctant to throw that ball into Bingham. Lucky there to get away and get the possession still again.
Pollock grabbed it well, but then threw it away. It comes to Bingham. They need this settler here. They've missed a couple. Now they get it. So Thunder still by 1, 25-24. The quarter time score is 14-8. That's probably gone for the Jets. That'll be a Thunder 2 points coming up here. You'd have to think there, Gaz.
Oh, I think so, yeah. And
well
deserved too from this quarter, yeah. And here's another
one.
turnover.
So it's all happening for the Thunder. Oh, Laurie does well. Fumbled it, but batted it on over Abigail Houston into Bingham.
Still plenty of time now to consolidate this centre pass and go again.
The lead is 2. Biggest lead of the match for the Thunder. Remembering they were down by as much as 8. So it's a 10-goal swing in just over, a quarter and a bit.
Exactly.
So... And, this one comes off Houston, but the umpire sees it differently. Laurie, last to have deemed to have touched it. So the Jets get a chance here for a momentum shift for Mizuno. And look at the defence here from the Thunder. It's like a different game all of a sudden, guys.
Yeah, look, nothing like getting back on that scoreboard to get you going again. But to be fair to them, they were doing that to get themselves in this position. So
Barnett nearly pickpocketed Friday there. It falls out, and Friday misses one she normally makes. So, but Covey, the smallest player on the court, gets the rebound. Misses, and obstruction call again, both out. So that time they get it. It was hard work for the Jets, but they finally get the goal.
Yeah, definitely needed from them, and as will be this centre pass follow-up.
There's your Mizuno momentum shift right there, and it's opportunity here.
Yeah, I think Barnett thought she had pretty good position there. I'd probably have to agree, but that's how it goes. The umpire's a lot closer than I am.
So Covey skillfully gets it to Friday, who shoots and scores. We're all tied up again at 26. So Thunder got it out by 2. They've now given up that lead. They get a chance to score here and taking the lead into the half. But,
sneaky work there.
O'Brien.
Steph O'Brien.
Just put the old hand out, pull, and gets the turnover. It'd be a shame if they, well, not a shame for a Jets fan, but, you know, the Thunder have done so well to get this lead. And Friday's probably going to make sure that they don't have one coming into half-time. She scores. Now the Jets have got time for one more quick one. O'Brien fires it up to Ham, 7 seconds.
A chance of 4 in a row here.
And,
stops them.
It stopped. And, it comes back to Pollock. She goes to O'Brien. There's still time.
Penalties.
Oh, no. So, bit of a confusing end there. And the Jets score the last 3 to give them a 1-goal lead, 27-26. But the quarter belongs to the Thunder, 15-11. Gaz, pretty entertaining first half.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Look, you know, certainly 2 different quarters right there, certainly from the Thunder point of view. Jets will want to go back and, I guess, refocus on how they're going to come out, but Thunder have got some new vitality to themselves and, setting up for a great second half.
So half-time in the first game of Super Saturday. What will happen in the second half? I can't wait, Gary. We will see when we come back from these very brief messages.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Welcome back to Nissan Arena. We're here for the, we're calling it Super Saturday, and Super it is. It's the HART Sapphire Series for 2021. We're up to round 9. In a blink of an eye, we're at round 9. USQ Jets sitting in second, taking on the Thunder. The Jets got out of the blocks beautifully. They led by as much as 8. Thunder fought back, got a lead to 2, and we come at halftime, the Jets by 1, 27-26. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Australian men's netball absolute legend, former Australian captain, 15 test matches, Gaz Passion it is, actually. I probably should say your surname.
That's okay.
I know, it's Gaz. It's Gary Passion. This has been a great first half, yeah?
Oh, look, definitely. Obviously Thunder have got that momentum now. Despite, Jets hit back with the last 3 goals there, I think, of that quarter. But Thunder have got the momentum coming out here, and there'll be some scratching heads over it, and the Jets trying to work out how they can combat that.
So let's talk netball. We've got a plethora of netball today. We've always had a good game. We won't talk about that because we lost. That was the State of Origin game 1 this morning. That was Queensland losing 41-40 to New South Wales. But let's talk today. We've got Jets at 3 taking on Thunder. That's the game you're watching right now. Stay on that channel because at 5 p.m, just before 5 we go on air, we've got QUT netball. They're just travelling along ever so nicely, the QUT side. And they are sitting currently in 3rd, just minding their own business. They're taking on the Tigers. That's from just before 5. From our offices in the hub, we got Mendy Rays taking on the Bond Bull Sharks at 6. Now, the Bull Sharks took a quarter off the Cougars last... Oh, sorry, the Mendy Rays took a quarter off the Cougars last week, so they're in good form. And then the big one at 7, Cougars taking on Wildcats. Then that game will finish about 8:15, Gary. And then what you've got to do is you've got to go get yourself a cup of tea. You check all the sports scores, you check all the footy scores, and then you flick over to the Sunshine State Men's to Mixed Netball, the Suns as we're called, and watch the second State of Origin game from about 8:35. We're going live on that one, so make sure you do that. But you've got to change channels, so make sure you go to the Suns channel. So, and at the moment we in this one, it's a 1-point thriller, Gary.
Yeah, look.
You got some stats in the first half?
Yeah, look, things evened out quite a bit there. In fact, both teams are looking fairly even on the stats. Centre pass conversions, both about 74-75% for both teams. Look, turnover conversions dropped significantly there for the Jets. That's how many times they can get the ball back, but actually convert after that. And again, even about 55% for both teams. Big telling one there. Jets are still getting like nearly twice as many gains as the Thunder, and they'll want to make sure they can up their conversion rate if they're getting that much ball back.
So, yeah, the Jets, maybe they just took the pressure off a little bit there because they let the Thunder back in, yeah?
Yeah, look, I don't know if they did a lot different. Thunder just seemed to get their act together a little bit there, and they had much better options in their goaling circle from those two, and score a few goals in a row like that, and anything can happen.
Don't forget tomorrow, Firebirds are kicking off as well. There's still a few tickets left. That could be a sellout.
Yeah, I think it pretty much is there.
It's very close. There's a few. They reckon there's a few seats left, and you've got to get on that quickly. All the membership tickets are gone. So Firebirds, get on to firebirds.com.au. Must be ticketed. You can't get tickets at the venue. Same if you want to come and watch the rest of the games tonight here at Nissan, including the men's State of Origin. Must get a ticket through the actual sapphireseries.com.au. If you don't want to watch any Sapphire Series and just come to the men's, you can just rock up then. That's the only way you can get into the building. So make sure you sign in. We are a COVID-safe venue, so make sure you do all the right things in case that pesky disease comes back.
No more of that.
No, we don't want any of that. It's causing havoc across the world. So 15-11 second quarter, and the Thunder are really back in the groove now. I spoke to the coach before the game. She said that it's been a bit disruptive. They've had some injuries. Binny and Hunt's been in and out, going up to the Lightning, and so she just wants a bit of consistency, and that's what they're looking for, and they started to get it there in that second quarter.
Yeah, look, and I think they've been talking a lot about just having that belief that this is a tough time of the season for them, and but if they keep plugging away, that they'll be there at the end, and this team proved that last year, and maybe there's some signs here that they're going to prove it again.
So French gets us underway, and the ball back with
Metcalf there, looking to kick it back.
And they have to go all the way back into the centre third. And
yeah, that's not too an uncommon strategy. She looked a bit pressured there, but getting a reset back there on the transverse just is all they needed. However, couldn't follow up the shot.
So Jets with it now. They got a chance to extend this lead of 1. So O'Brien in at wing attack. Hams flies through the air, finds Cubby and Friday in at the moment. Bell on the bench.
Yeah, and there's that lovely left-hand shot from Lily Cubby. you know, if she starts getting her iron like that, it's danger signs again for Thunder.
It's a scary time. I talk about it a lot, but last year she played that game for the Wildcats. I'm not sure who the opposition was. She hit something like 31 of the 43 goals they scored, coming on as a substitute.
Yeah.
And just, it was the most impressive performance of someone so young I've seen in ages.
Yeah, coming up from Ruby and yeah, really impressed well. Just before those games, she had there she is in defence. She had a great state championships, and you know, really shone through there. And ever since, she's you know, been working really hard to keep going. And now, as I said, just being selected in the under-19s team.
So Metcalf fires it across. It gets picked off here by the Jets, and Friday driving the baseline like a Ferrari on a freeway, and she scores again. Margin 30 to 26. Remember, the Thunder led 26-24, so it's a 6-goal swing at the moment to the Jets. This is a part of the game they probably lacked a little bit to win championships. Like, this is what Cougars do to you. So they're doing it now, and they've turned it over here, unfortunately. So French with it now, looks down, finds Little, and French driving hard. She does a ton of work. And, loose hands by Bingham. Play on, replays the call from the Jets bench.
And she's not afraid to take shots at that range, and she's been doing really well, still shooting at high percentages.
So, the master of the understatement. You really are. She's at 87%. That's brilliant.
Yeah, and that is probably, there's Brodie Condren, lovely. She reads that so well. Yeah, probably unfair on Chloe, because 87% exactly where you'd expect that type of shooter to be shooting, but she's taken most of her shots out towards that, that inner circle there. And, so that's even more impressive.
She's taking range just on that intercept there. How easy did Brodie Condren make that look?
Yeah.
Went up one-handed, just pulled it, I'll have that, thank you, and moved on.
She looks like she's got all the time in the world for that. Such a dangerous defender. Anything that's in the air for more than half a second, and it should, she's on it. She
seemed like she was there before the ball pass was even released. So I'm sure that's not the case, but that's what it looked like. We've got a contact here, Friday and Barnett, I think.
Barnett, yes.
Yep. And the ball back with Friday, passes off to Cubby. If this goes in, it's danger times for, very smart play, passed off instead. Now we've got a player out. That's Sienna Allen. So
that's Lily McClure, actually.
My apologies.
On the goal defense,
How embarrassing for me. Lucky we got you, Gaz. Margin out to 5. Now the Jets putting the foot to the floor.
French has done so well of that little cut, just commanding herself around the top of the circle there, and finds Chloe Bingham, and again from that range, sinks it well.
She responds with a Mizuno momentum shift, and it's 32-28. So
a little bit of a mix-up there from Jets, but now to resettle that.
Back we go all the way to Condren at the halfway mark. So dead centre of the court at the moment. Looks in, finds Cubby.
Yeah, Tracy Jeans-Fraser talked earlier in that timeout about having more than just that one option, and Jets have just gone back there with limited, movement towards the ball. They really want to make sure that they, get back and have multiple options to the ball again, and have a good reset option as well.
So Littleland does well, but call for the obstruction. O'Brien with it, fakes to no one, finds Beryl Friday on the baseline, and she scores, gets the margin back to 5, 33-28. So movement on the bench for the, looks like Hernan might be coming back on a goal attack, Gary? Yeah,
they seem to be doing that, rotating through. Obviously, maybe they just feel that, they want to make sure Annie Laurie has is still got plenty of legs left in her by the end of the game.
She's young, so she should be all right.
She should do, and she's pretty fit still. So just trying to change things up there, maybe.
So 33-29, 10-19 to play. Lily Cubby just finding her way into this one. Looks like she's about to light up, and there she is, as we mentioned. Is there a sweeter shot in the game as she makes it the margin back to 5? French with it now, needs to respond. How's a quarter time for this one? It's 7-3. The Jets have come out firing in the first 5 minutes. French with it. Oh, throws to a contest. Abigail Houston in there. And I think that might be a hell ball, is it? Or offside?
Offside call, perhaps, I think.
Looks like one of those shoelaces drifted offside. So back with the Jets now. They go cross court. So Condren driving right across from all channels. So falls to O'Brien, looks in. Great defence there by Littleland, but they still find Friday. That was good effort there by Littleland. Want to slow the whole play down.
Yeah, definitely. That's her strength for sure. She reads the play well, but just works the ground so strong as well, and really agile, cutting off those attacking leads.
So O'Brien, eyes for the circle, sees Friday on the fly, and danger, Will Robinson, and it's a margin of 7. Now remember, it was 8 in the first quarter, Gary. They fought back once. Can they do it a second time?
Tough ask for sure, but they've proved that they can, so there's no reason why they can't do it again.
I like your logic there, yes. They've done it once, they can do it again. It's hard to argue with that.
Well, the difference is, though, Jets, experienced team, they'll be ready for it this time, so it's going to be a harder ask for sure.
So Condren gets it, fires it across. It falls to Hams now. Looks in. There's Friday. Friday on a Saturday, playing brilliantly.
Lovely work.
I swear to God, she hasn't moved like that for 5 years. This is brilliant play by her.
And that's also that you can see how well they work together. Hams had enough experience there. She knew if we just waited for half a second, that would open up, and good patience from her on the
proverbial
feet.
Door.
That's right.
Margin 8. This is the biggest lead of the game. Second time the Jets have been here. Brilliant effort there by McClure. And Jets turned it over that time, and the Thunder must score. It's almost a no-brainer. They've got to score on this one.
They really have to, yeah. And, just to keep in touch, just so that they know that, as I said, they've done it before in this game, but got to stay in touch.
So Hernan with it, finds French. Oh, Condren. She's having some quarter. That's her third intercept by my reckoning. I might have missed one, but I think she's got at least 3 this quarter. And we are 37-29.
And Jets at 22 gains to Thunder 8 for the game. Big difference in that. It's very hard to catch that lead back if Thunder can't get some ball back for themselves.
So that's one of the stats I never quite. What is a gain? Is it like if I'm attacking and I throw it away, is that classed as a gain for the opposition?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, right, gotcha. So anytime we've had possession, you lose possession and you get it back, right, gotcha. Right. So I just wondered if it was because there's intercepts and there's this and that.
They all count up to getting that ball back, getting a gain back, and turnovers is when you cough the ball up as such, and it has been fairly close. Both teams fairly expensive that way, but Thunder, unfortunately for them, leading that stat at the moment.
What about the infringements? Are they pretty close as well?
They have been, and I think still I think 28 to Jets and 27 to Thunder. So both attracting the same amount of whistle at the moment.
Well, the last Jets game I did, they were heavily penalised. They had like 61 for the match, I think, from memory, and but they still got the win. So must be that's that tight defence. Yeah, look,
with that tight defence comes a lot of whistle at times, but they've been relatively clean today and getting some good intercepts out there.
So margin of 9, and the Thunder coach has seen enough. Jessica Whitford calls the time, and it's 38-29, margin 9. Gaz, what would you be saying if you're the coach? Well, you were last year, so what would you be saying?
Oh, look, they've they've certainly got to focus on what they've done that last quarter, but that's also the last quarter gone, and they can't rest on that now. So I think they need to get back to some sharp movement in that goal circle there, and don't be afraid to look a little earlier, I think, to Chloe Bingham.
Well, let's listen in and see if you're right, big fella. She used that word I despise, processes, and she used it a lot. But what do you make of that? You tell me what you think.
Yeah, well, she's definitely asked them to get back to have confidence in her attack and no hesitation. That's what obviously got them that that fight back in the last quarter. And she's saying have trust in each other and that belief. And defence there, she's really asking them to focus on and work together as a team to focus on one side, in defence and not get out of play as well.
So speaking of defence, Bridie Condren gets intercept number 4 for my reckoning by this quarter. I might be slightly wrong, but
probably twice as much for the game.
Yeah, she's having some quarter. So and Hams with it now, looks in, finds a partner in crime. O'Brien to Friday. Bell currently on the bench, has been for a bit. Friday steps back. Oh, loose ball picked up here by the Thunder, and away they go. McClure with it. French now. Do you think we see Sienna Allen soon?
Oh, look, I think Sienna could be a good option for them to combat down there, but I don't know. It's obviously hard to know exactly what's going on down from this angle up here, but you know, we might see that yet.
This is the best angle, my friend.
Yeah.
So, hope the viewers at home are loving it. We've been getting some great numbers. Keep the viewership going. We really appreciate your support. The more we have, the better our chances of coming back next year. So please, please, please share all this, you know, the live streaming posts around so we can get big numbers as we head into the final series. Just 6 weeks away is the final series. So ball back with the Jets. They're going to have a penalty pass or shot here. It'll be through Friday. And she'll take it. Oh, misses. So 38 to 30, margin of 8.
Another get back to the Thunder, but they haven't been able to convert the last few, and really, really important they start looking at that now.
Friday, that was only her third miss, 13 out of 16. So coming to that one, she was 13 out of 15. So playing particularly well. Lily Covey not getting a lot of ball at the moment, but still 9 out of 11. Before you know it, she racks up the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
And Hernan gets the obstruction call she was looking for on Houston. And that is a real goal they needed. So back to 7. Gary, can they get it to, you know, almost even at halftime, do you think? A three-quarter time?
Oh, look, they definitely can. Still enough time for that, but I don't even know if they have to worry about that. They certainly have to be positive here, get this centre pass after their turnover and just work for the next one. Keep within that few goals and anything can happen.
Stick to the processes, Gary.
That's right.
So Jets nearly pull it in, but...
Nice work there from Martin. She's come
brilliantly.
on well in that position. She's plays a lot of centre for the Ruby team and an attack type player. She's another one that did really well during the under-19 trials process, and so coming on well for Thunder at wing defence at the moment.
So Hernan misses, or passes off rather, to Bingham. She gets a penalty pass for the obstruction or shot and takes the shot option. And we're back to 7, guys. Here they come, to Thunder.
That's right, yeah.
Is this where I say Thunder keeps rolling in? Or?
Well, you have done for the last couple of seasons, so no need to stop now.
Gets him in Vegas, that one. So Ham's working hard, gets the ball back now. They fire it across to Friday. Ham's at the top of the circle and finds Covey copping a belting at the moment from McClure.
Good little fight there from those two. They've had a lot of minutes against each other in the 19s process and over the last few years, and in Ruby, I think, last year. So, yeah, sure, no love lost, but also really fierce competitors and great people on and off the court.
Speaking of great people, Laurie in at shooter. So that's a change for them. They've taken Bingham off, so they're going with a very moving circle in Hernan and Laurie. So coming off the court at the moment is Bingham, and she was 22 from 26 at 85%. Gaz, not a bad effort coming back from injury.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, a little bit of a surprise. Maybe they just want to resettle. I think she's been a really good target for them, and let's see though what a more mobile lineup down in that goal end can do for Thunder.
So 40. The Jets hit 40 midway through the third, or towards the end of the third. Friday with it now. Steps across, has a shot and scores.
Yeah,
41.
Really, she's coming in again on this game, and Thunder are going to have to do something to shut her down.
Yeah, as the margin's 9. It doesn't get any easier because you look over the Jets bench there, you see Charlie Bell warming up.
Yeah.
And looks like Siobhan Sherlaw as well. So it doesn't get any easier for the Thunder. So O'Brien with it. Dare I say it, she could be playing for Collingwood next year, as in the AFL team, just putting it out there. So long shot from Cubby. Double figure lead, it's 10, 42-32. My goodness, Gary, it's danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah, look, a team like the Jets, that can happen, and Thunder are on the end of it at the moment, but you know, it's still a long way to go for them, and they can really got to work hard just keeping this lead, or the Jets lead at no more than around about the 10 at the moment, and see if they can fight back again.
So Leah Woolnough, of course, will be coming back into the side at some stage. She's still about 3 weeks away from her ankle injury, she was telling me. Much to her coach's frustration, didn't want me telling me that. But anyway, I broadcast it to the world. So falls with Laurie. Laurie back to the top.
They're also missing, I think, Chanel Dyer quite a bit today too in that attack end in the mid-court, and she's unavailable for this game today. So, you know, that might have helped them a bit, but...
Is she at AFLW as well?
I believe so, yes. Yeah.
So a few of them play it now, so what do you call it? Like dual sports?
Dual athlete.
Dual athlete, there you go. So Cubby, boom shagalugga. Her stats getting very impressive. She's 13 from 15 at 87. And in fact, percentage-wise, except for Hernan, who's 4 from 4, but she is leading the shooting stats percentage for someone who's had some volume. So Friday on the baseline.
That little pop out again on the baseline, just textbook stuff from Beryl Friday, and that's real danger signs now for Thunder. It's a bit disappointing they haven't been able to settle themselves out there on court. I think they've used up their timeout. And
there's no momentum change for them with the timeout. It'll have to just be substitutes, rolling subs. So 27 seconds left. Thunder with it. The defensive cry is coming from the Jets bench. It falls the way of in the corner of the Thunder. And loose pass again. They want to hurry. There's 13 seconds left. It's inside. Could be a pass only. It is. It's for an offside. Smart play by Pollock. So Laurie needs this. She should. She shoots and misses big time over the back. Too many Weet-Bix in that one. So an impressive third quarter of 18-6 in favour of the Jets without Charlie Bell. That's pretty impressive, Gary Passion.
Oh, really impressive. Credit to to Jets there. Just an amazing turnaround, and 18-6. That's damaging in any game. So yeah, Thunder need to come out with some answers.
So whether they can, at margin of 13, we'll see how close they get in the last quarter when we come back from these brief messages. Welcome back to the last quarter of our first game of 4 today in the HART Sapphire Series. Round 9 coming to you live from Nissan Arena. It's the Jets who came into this game sitting in second, taking the USC Thunder in fourth. And the Jets, with an impressive third quarter, 18-6, are winning this one 45-32. My name's Dave Mills, joining commentary by Australian netball legend Gary Passion. Mate, what happened there? The Jets just blew them away.
Oh, look, that is classic Jets right there. That's what they've been showing for most of the season, and just give them a little bit of a run on and they'll take all of it, and credit to them. And again, that's without Charlie Bell out there, which is one of their main goalers, so they're showing their depth as well.
Speaking of Charlie Bell, she'll be joining me in the combox as we call QUT taking on the Tigers from 5. We're on air just before 5, and then stick around, same channel, 7 o'clock tonight, just before 7, Cougars taking on the Wildcats. So I'm joined in that one, I believe, by the QUT super shooter O'Reilly Batchelor. Oh, wow. So it's all the big tall GAs making me feel very inadequate on my birthday.
Under 19 selected
exactly.
player.
So let's get the tallest people in the world to commentate with Millsy and doesn't make me feel inadequate. so you got some stats for us, guys, up until three-quarter time. What jumps out at you, my friend?
Oh, look, certainly the Jets being able to increase their centre pass conversion up towards now 80% again, and that's where they were earlier in the game, and they'll be looking for that again. And fairly even otherwise, but turnovers 33 to Thunder. More than 10 a quarter is not where they want to be, so they need to really neaten that up there and hold some possession.
So of course, you can join us on the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. Drop us a comment, drop us a line, ask us a question. Ask me a question. Oh, there we go. Sienna Allen there.
Yeah, injected into the game and straight away makes an impact, and probably back in more familiar position for her at keeper, and that's what they needed, something to combat Beryl Friday down there.
So loose hands there, and the ball goes back to the Jets, undoing the good work there from Allen. Allen, a training partner with the Lightning too, Gaz.
She is, yeah, and another
she gets one there.
Yeah.
So maybe the Lightning should be ringing her, because 2 in a row to Allen. So,
certainly a dangerous player when she's in form like that, and hopefully for Thunder she can do a bit more in this quarter.
You probably know more about her than I do. She was Australian 21 player, is that right? Or in the squad?
Yeah, she's actually originally from South Australia,
yeah.
and her sister's down with Collingwood, and great netball family, and she's
We have to be clear, Collingwood netball, Collingwood AFL.
Collingwood netball, sorry, yeah.
Because there's a bit of changeover in that club there.
Nia Allen's down there. She's a quality goaler.
So the ball swings across. The Thunder need to score here. They've got it all to do. Margin is 12. That's what it was at three-quarter time.
Yeah, Thunder have got Bingham back on at shooter. I think it's a smart move there, and we'll probably see Annie Laurie come back at GA at some point. They've brought Bree Martin into wing attack. She's been playing wing defence and still got Chloe Litherland back on wing defence now. Surprised that maybe Chloe Litherland hasn't gone down to wing attack. She's knows this attack end so well, but also a very strong defensive player, and they do need turnovers at the moment.
So Pollock does well, fires it across to, that's Steph O'Brien. She gets to the cubby, this ridiculously young and accurate, very quick shooter.
Beautiful shot that.
Scores another one, and she's 14 from 16, 88%. And besides Hernan, who's 4 from 4, she is leading the shooters by percentage. And Friday will have something to say about that, and she scores another one. You'd have to say it's a bit of a luxury when you can leave Charlie Bell sitting on the bench for all of the third quarter, and now it looks like she's going to sit a fair bit of the fourth. Yeah,
that's certainly a nice problem for Tracy Jeans-Fraser to have. And Charlie's still a young player, so she'll learn as much out there on the bench and watching her teammates as well as when she gets out on court. But look out, Thunder, if they bring her out again.
Yeah. So you don't want you don't want an upset Charlie Bell out there. She'll bang away all day. Probably slam dunk them. So back with the Jets now. They've created another turnover. Margin 13. Friday shoots now 14. With 12 to play, Gaz, is it a bit too much here for the Thunder? Is it about trying to just win the quarter?
Oh, look, it's getting that way now, unfortunately for Thunder. But, still with over 10 minutes, anything can happen here. And they've just got to, as you said, push for that quarter score, but also just trying to make sure that they keep themselves again through that processes, but more so
got the P word.
More so because they want to get themselves into a good position going into or keep in the finals race, but certainly keep increasing, keep working on their game for the next few rounds.
Speaking of finals races, they're currently sitting in fourth spot. They're on 71. They've picked up 2, so they'll go to 73. Bull Sharks are playing the Mendy Rays tonight, so let's assume that they get, say, I don't know, 14. Say they get 14, they drop a couple quarters. They'll only be, 73 and 68. They'll only be 5 points behind fourth place, coming into the latter part of the season. So that's pretty good. But, of course, Mendy Rays were brilliant last week. So
they're getting stronger and stronger.
That's not a given that the Sharks will win. So,
exactly.
But, yeah, so the ball back with the Thunder. Margin 14, biggest lead of the game right now. So it just shows that the Jets are finishing as strong as ever. So looks like Houston did have a problem there. Got a hand in it. Oh, Condren goes down, slippery court. So, and I'm not sure what the call is.
I think it was offensive contact there on
appears to be on Bingham.
Yep.
So they go long to Hams, and she likes a long pass too, finds O'Brien.
Transition probably a little too easy from the Jets. Thunder will have to make sure they keep fighting for the rest of this one.
So Barnett and Allen are in the defensive end. Friday shoots, scores yet again. Let's look at her stats. What do you got there, Gazzy? Beryl Friday, 19 from 22, 87, or 20 from 23, 87%. I'd argue she's shooting better than when she made the Firebirds.
She's certainly looking comfortable out there, and I would even argue probably maybe even more so this year than she was last season. So she's getting stronger again. Had
her in the com box a couple of times last year, and she's a bit of a journeyman. Journeywoman, sorry.
Yeah.
Played at 5 different clubs in 5 years, and in like different parts of the world too.
Yep.
So different levels and that. And I think she might have found a home here. Maybe green's her favourite colour. I'm not sure, but
maybe certainly she's bringing a lot of experience to this lineup, and I think they've made the most of that.
Yeah, great pickup there, getting her in. She was at Wildcats, as you said, so found a home at the Jets. So it's getting a bit awful here. 51 for 36, 15 the margin, Gazzy.
Yeah, still only a couple in it for this quarter, so Thunder will have to work really hard, and just as you said before, trying to make sure they're working to win this quarter, and that'll just hopefully get them in a good mindset for the future weeks.
Need to stay positive. So next week, of course, the Thunder round 10, they're at home. When I say home, it's a home game for them at Nissan Arena, taking on the Wildcats. So 2 p.m. on the 20th, which is Sunday. Maybe that'll kickstart their season, that game, because it has stagnated. They were 3-0, and since then have been, we've played 8 games, so 1-4 since that point. So,
Yeah.
but probably out of all the teams being ravaged more by injury.
Oh, I think injuries and probably the call-up of Binny and Hunt, which is, really excellent news for her, and she's made the most of that, but has hurt them a little bit. That's part and parcel with this league too. That's just how it works. So, they're hoping for a little bit of stability coming into the last part of the season and might get a few players back and see how they go.
I think people forget they had Hinchliffe in the... Oh, there's Bell in the tunnel. Oh, this is not a good sign for the Thunder. Bell, the camera spotted her. She spotted the camera. Doesn't mind a camera, Charlie Bell. And she's got like 47,000 TikTok followers.
Wow.
I thought a TikTok was something you ate, but that's a
that's
TikTok.
it's only about 1,000 more than me, I think, so good on her.
Don't even know what a TikTok is.
I don't even have TikTok.
So, is that the one you dance about?
I've seen plenty of it.
So,
if you coach at this level, then you see plenty of TikTok, I can tell you that much.
No, I never joined, so maybe that's why I'm not bonding with the generational gap these days. So 52-38, margin 14. Thunder doing well to slow it down a bit now. Hernan with it here, cops one for a travels from Houston. And Condren at GD. Played a lot of GD this season, not so much last. And I guess that's because Houston's in the team, gives her the flexibility to move her up one.
Yeah, and she's so mobile anyway, so she's dangerous no matter where, and give her a bit more court to cover, then, that's more turnovers for you.
So Littleton back out there? Is that Littleton at wing defence?
She's been wing defence this one, yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
So she's getting more minutes into the injury, so she's probably not that far away from being 100%, so that's a positive for the Thunder.
Oh, definitely, and get Chanel Dyer back in here and Leah Woolnow from injury later on, then it's really going to help them.
So the ball's still with the Thunder, doing it tough here. They find French. Of course, French, a former Jet player herself, played there last year. It fortuitously falls to Chloe Bingham, and she scores. So margin 13, 7:09. Now 13 was the difference at three-quarter time. So at the moment, it's just competition point each for this one. So
and again, as we said, that's what Thunder have to focus on right now.
So Brian just cracked that into Bell, who's snuck on there for Friday. Lily Covey drains another one from down a town.
And she gets to have a rest for that shot. She's going to, and Beryl Friday back to goal attack.
Covey sits down at 15 out of 18 at 83%. So that's not a bad way to sit down, 83%.
Yeah, she's earned a rest, that's for sure.
So ball with the Jets. They're in transition. Deep in the defensive third. Oh, Hawks run into Bingham, and she's coming out of that worse for the wear. She's hobbling on the right ankle. Moves towards the sideline now, gets the ball. Will she keep going? No. Tracy Ginchrather isn't even making eye contact with her. So just stay out there is the call. Fired across Bell, loose hands, pulls it in. It falls fortuitously.
Good work here from Thunder defence. Just keep them on one side there, but see if Beryl can finish off anyway. No, but there's a great rebounder there. Oh, hello.
So Bell misses a 0-footer, and Thunder with it. They've got a chance here to win the quarter. So Littleland a bit frustrated by that pass of her own. Goes to the ball girl from Western Districts Netball Association. Great to see them, one of their rep teams here today, being the ball girls, because it is a home game for the Jets. As McKeely Hock picks up the ball. So a little bit of the oomph going out of the game, guys.
Yeah, look, they fought so hard for that turnover, Thunder. They really needed to convert that one. A bit disappointing on their behalf.
So margin 14, so they're down by one. Charlie Bell with it. If she scores this, it's going to be harder, and she does. So back to 15, 5:20 to play, and it's a Jets ball. They lead the quarter by 2. So need a turnover here, the Thunder, Gary.
Yeah, definitely. They're still, still want to hunt for that quarter point. So start needing it now. That's for sure.
So the whistle goes. That gives Beryl Friday a pass or shot. She chooses the shot, and why wouldn't you? When you're sitting as pretty as she is at 23 out of 27. We've got the stats board up today, guys. How good is that, eh?
Yeah, really good. Great to see that. Makes me feel like I'm back on the bench there watching those numbers come in.
It's my NQ interns doing a great job. Looking for a permanent job with NQ. So T and the team, if you're listening, NQ, give them a job. Go on. They're doing a top job for me.
Certainly helping us out today.
Absolutely. Margin 15. That's the biggest lead of the game. And Jets with it. Fire across. Friday with it now. Will she shoot? She might as well. She's in exquisite form. It's almost career best form, I would say.
There we go. They get the ball back. So they're only 2 down this quarter, Thunder. So, get a conversion here, and with the next centre pass. See Sherlaw back on there at goal defence. I think Bridie Condren's having a rest.
Yeah, Hock at wing defence, Sherlaw at GD, and Abby Houston in at keeper. Bingham can't control that one. It goes out. 55-40, margin 15. You and I have been around netball a long time, guys. We don't want to talk how long. But do you reckon that the amount of effort the Thunder had to do to come back into the game after the poor start, does that take it out of you late in the game?
Yeah, look, it's always a risk, isn't it? You take it any day, but you can go either way. It can either spur you on and break the other team, but Jets are probably just too good for that. So it probably took a lot of energy out of them, and it's hard to maintain that.
Yeah, I always use the analogy of tennis. You drop the first set 6-love, you win the next one 6-love, and then how much energy does it take you though to come back from that and from such a poor start.
Yeah.
So, and then you end up losing the next 2 sets. So, but yeah, anyway, we can just do the Roger Federer and walk off these days. So, Roger had enough. I'm going home. So, of course, the ball with Sherlaw pickpockets that one. And there's that long pass from O'Brien. Hams will look in. Double teamed here on Charlie Bell. They come off it, which makes it an easier option. They probably should have stayed in the double team. And 17 the margin, biggest lead of the game. Jets finishing as strong as they started. So, and it looks like we've got a timeout. Timeout. It must be the Jets because they're the only ones with one left.
Yeah, I think so.
Thunder used theirs in the third. There's a lot of fist pumping going on and touching and stuff, but not so much no talking. So,
and I think Thunder are now down by 4 in this quarter, so a couple of minutes now to come back and see what type of effort they can put in, and another couple of goals.
There's Woolnough in the background of that shot. She's about 3 weeks away, so hopefully they get her back
Still
soon.
in the boot, I believe, but yeah.
Indeed. Let's listen in and see what Tracy Jeans has got to say for the last 3. Big round of applause there. Bell's having a laugh. They're a happy team, Gary Passion.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be? They've, obviously a bit of a slip in this game, but so far in this second half, just been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying it's a bit of a slip, but let's be honest, this is a pretty elite league.
It is,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these guys are feeders into the Suncorp. So you would expect a team to come back.
Oh, definitely. And I don't want to take anything away from Thunder either. They fought really hard for that and just haven't been able to hang on to it, unfortunately.
We talk about 8 goals is like almost the end of the world, but for these guys and these athletes, 8 goals is really nothing. So
yeah, can turn around in a hurry.
So Jets with it. Charlie Bell, probably of the 3 shooters, may have seen the least of the court time, which is surprising given her status in the game. But she's still doing pretty well at 20 out of 26 at 77. Friday, 23 out of 27 at 85. Cubby, well, she slipped a little bit. She's gone to 15 out of 18 at 83. That's terrible, isn't it? So Chloe Bingham, 28 out of 32, and doing a top job for them. And Annabelle Laurie, a little bit off today, 6 out of 11 at 55. Is it fair to say Laurie shoots better when Benny and Hunt's there? Or was that just a perception?
I don't know. I haven't looked at all the numbers on that one. I just think it just depends on the position maybe a little bit around that. But certainly when she's got someone like Benny in front of her at GA, who's that commanding of a player, that certainly puts less pressure on you. And
great effort here from Barnett, and the fires it long way. They have to go back. That's how fast the pass got down there, waiting for the troops to arrive. They do now. Hernan with it. And eventually, Sherlaw. So of all the defenders from the Jets, she gets the least recognition, but does a brilliant job.
Just always there too.
Yep. Been a long-serving member of this Jets, and before that, the Lions in the previous comp. And now with the Thunder through Hernan, she shoots and scores. 17 to diff. That's terrible. Game's this quarter's probably gone for the Thunder. Yeah, you reckon, Gaz?
Yeah, now with what is it? 4 now? 4 down in this quarter.
4 down with a minute to go.
Yeah,
that's moving. So 2 of them have got to be turnovers. So Bell from range doesn't shoot, fires it back, then dives on the ball. And
probably more of a concern for Thunder is this second half. They've only been able to score. I think it's like 15 goals in the whole half. That's obviously not enough.
So French with it now, gets us underway again. No, 15 not enough. And the game blowing out. Jets will be looking for 60. So coming into this one, the Jets were averaging, let me just tell you, 55.7. So they're above that coming into this game. Thunder, who normally average 53, they're way down on 41. So you're right on what you say, big turnaround there. The reason I asked Lorien and, of course, Binion, like last year when you got the run on, that's where the run came from. Those two were unstoppable.
Exactly. I'm not really, again, I don't have the numbers with me as far as percentages, but certainly they're comfortable together. They know each other well. They link well together. So earlier in the...
Bell for 60, misses, gets her own rebound, still a chance. And there's 60, Gary Passion. Sorry to cut you off there, my friend.
You're right, mate.
So 18 is the margin, 60 to 42. Jets over the Thunder. Fairly comprehensive. It started all Jets. The Thunder fought back, but the second half belongs to the Jets, my friend.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. You know, great fight back from Thunder there, and taking the points in the second quarter. But Jets obviously responded really well to that, and pretty much outclassed Thunder in that second half.
So they pick up 16 competition points there. That doesn't quite get them up to where the Cougars would be. It takes them to 1-3-5 on the competition ladder, but the Cougars got a game in hand.
That's right.
Yeah, so it would have been nice to be top for best part of 2 hours. But 60 to 42, there's a full-time score. Very happy Jets camp. Let's talk Thunder for a minute. You know them pretty well. Who's the best for them? This one.
Oh look, I actually think Chloe Bingham did well there. I know they rotated around that well, but she had some good percentages there. She gave them a good target.
28 out of 32.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's good signs for her coming back from that injury. So, I mean, they had some solid performances down the court, but, I was impressed with her today.
So, a great effort by her. And let's talk Jets. It's hard to pick a bad one.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Might be easy to pick a bad one than pick a good one.
You can choose anyone from their attack end, but also Bridie Condren again coming out with, so many gains for her team, and that makes the job, really easy for her attack end.
I think it was the third quarter she came out and just picked off we counted 4 within a very short period of time, 4 intercepts. Yeah, if I had to pick a player of the game, which I don't, but I'd probably go that way as well.
Yep.
Mind you, I thought the midcourt was great. I thought the ends were great. So it's like I say, it's hard to pick out a good player for them. So that wraps up game 1 of 4. Remembering we're back, QT taking on the Tigers. We go on air about 5 to 5 p.m. today. Different channel. You can take on from 5 to 6. The Mendy Rays are at home to the Bond Bull Sharks. Cougars take on the Wildcats from 5 minutes to 7. So one game of 4 has been taken place in this plethora of netball. And Gary Passion, the result we thought was coming, and the Jets got the result in the end, yeah?
Yeah, they did, and we thought they would happen. And, great credit to Thunder for, a good fight throughout the whole game, especially that second quarter. But the form that Jets are in at the moment, no surprise that result, really. There
they are getting the team photo. This has become a thing at netball. You have a photo. We did it this morning. We lost, and I was filthy, but I had to smile for the photo. But anyway, it's what happens. Don't forget the Men's State of Origin third game tonight from 8:35 on the Suns Facebook page. Thank you to our sponsors, HART Sports, our principal sponsor, Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin, they're our beverage provider, and Parade. They are all the major partners, and the official partners, Bondi Vite keeps me healthy, and I use a lot of this stuff, Strap It tape. Our broadcast today is Double Take Sport. I've been joined in commentary by Gary Passion. Gary, thank you very much for your time today.
It's been a pleasure, Millsy. Thank you very much.
I'll see you tonight on the sideline when we kick those Blues butt from 8:35. It's bye for now. Don't forget, we're back on air 5 to 5, and as always, be brilliant, people.